Hey guys, it's Pixel here with a tutorial for the CryEngine version 3.5.4. There's an issue with CryBlend, an add-on for Blender, so you can export 3D models from Blender into the CryEngine. But right now with version 3.5.4 there's an issue. You can't convert the texture. So CryEngine needs a texture file called, I don't know, like testbox.dds. So this won't work anymore. And this is a fix how you can also add a texture. Right now it looks like this. So that's my little island I made myself. And then you want to import your object. So for example, this test file. So it looks like this. It says replace me. That's normal. But if you want to assign a file like this, if you want to assign a texture, it will say resource compiler error. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. Just gonna, oh, okay. Just gonna delete that. What? Hey, CryEngine, let me mark that. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So you need a plugin for that. And this only works with Photoshop. There may be a way with GIMP, but this tutorial is only for Photoshop. So you want to download a plugin. You can download it from NVIDIA's website. Sorry, I'll put a link in the description. Just download the version for your system. This works with Photoshop 5 to Photoshop CSX and install it. There's nothing you can do wrong, so just install it and then you're good to go. But first things first, we want to create a model in Blender. So we're gonna do this step by step. Just open up Blender and get rid of these things, we don't need them. The light and the camera. So this is basically how every Blender project starts. We just want to export this cube for testing purposes. It works with any mesh, of course. So just the first thing we want to do is to click File and then Save. And then we point it to our CryEngine root folder, then Game SDK, and I created a folder called My Files where I save all my files I created for the CryEngine. And then I'm going to call this a test box with a capital B. So save Blender file. All right. And now, yeah, sorry. So now, just right-click your model and then go to the CryBlend menu. Of course, you need to install CryBlend, but I think everybody who watches this tutorial has already done that. If not, link is in the description. So add Cry export node and call this node the same as the file. Test box with a capital B in my case. Click OK. It says adding Cry export node, so everything's fine. The next thing you want to do is to assign a material. If you're used to CryBlend, you know how this works. The first part of the material name is always the same name as the file, so test box, then underscore underscore layer 1, so type 1, because this is the first material layer. If you want to add more, it's 2 or 3. If you can't read that, what I'm typing here, just switch to 1080p. Alright, so again, underscore underscore, and then whatever you want. In my case, I want to call it box because it's the basic shape. And then we want to add a physics material. CryEngine recognizes, so click CryBlend menu, add material physics, and then physics default to material name. That's as a material, which is just a basic solid material. This does not change. You can't add things like this is a rock or this is metal. We're going to do this in CryEngine, so just leave it like that. And then you want to go into the editing mode, press U, click my light map pack, new UV map. Okay. And now it says default over here. Switch it to UV editing, and this is the part where you normally add your texture. This won't work, but anyway, I'm going to show you how it normally works. Here's an image. You can open an image. I'm going to use this image. Always make sure your image is a power of 2. Then if you have adjusted every setting and you're happy with the texture, click image again, save as image, and then save it as testbox.tiff. So go over here right now as JPEG. We don't want that. We want a TIFF file. So it's RG, or you can use RGB or RGBI, A, and color depth 8 or 16. I just leave it 8. Okay. So save as image. And now you want to export the model, so the mesh and everything. So for that we click on CryBlend menu and export to game. So normally this is the last step you have to do so everything works in CryEngine, but this is the part where the texture won't convert. So run SC and do materials, and you can also click convert to images to DDS, but that won't work. Okay, so it's called the same as the Blender file, testbox.dre, which is the mesh file, I think at least, and then export to game. Okay, that's just work. Then browse to your My Files folder, and whoa, there's a DDS file, but this DDS file won't work. That's this mistake. When I browse to my game engine and want to import this right now, why isn't that working? I have to refresh it, sorry. So my files in test box, drag it into your game. So it says replace me, that's normal. Normally you click here, then select your object. This is the first layer we call box, and then you can add the DDS file, and it says resource compiler error. So sometimes it makes this DDS file, sometimes it won't make the file, but in any case you have this problem, resource compiler error. So now it's the part where Photoshop comes in. Going to, we can leave it, minimize that, we can delete that, and then we want to open up this file in Photoshop. I already did that, so this is the file. And now, so don't get confused. I come from Germany, so I have the German version. Click on File, click on Save As, and we are already in the My Files folder, and we want to call it testbox DDS, like our Blender file, and then we want to select the DDS function, option, which just appeared because we installed the plugin. So click Save. Yeah, I want to overwrite this. I already did that before this tutorial just to check if everything works. So don't worry about that. And then this menu pops up. I don't examine it yet, but you can change a lot of things for the DDS file. Maybe it's necessary later on, but right now you can just click Save. Don't change anything at all. Click Save. Okay, we just did that. Takes a moment. Now in the My Files folder, we want to have this new DDS file. I deleted the last one just a few seconds ago, so this is our new file. So this is everything we need, and this should work with CryEngine. So this is our object we made before. We already put it into the CryEngine. Now click on this material editor. Select your object, the first material layer, just like before. Go down to the diffuse section, and now, tada! When we click on our test box DDS in the preview, there already is the texture. So open that, and you can see we successfully assigned the texture to the 3D object. So if we go in game, you can see there's a problem with this material, so you can get rid of it by just highlighting it again, then again to this material editor, test box, and surface type, and then you can, I don't know, it's probably a rock, so assign a rock. You don't have to save anything. Close it, and if we go in game right now, you'll notice there's a probably bullet hit, so it's shotgun. Yeah, yeah, that's a rifle. So no errors anymore, and you successfully exported the 3D model into CryEngine. So I hope that helps a lot, because I searched hours, or yeah, days for a solution. And right now, this is maybe the easiest one if you're working with Photoshop. If you have this problem too, just go into the thread I posted under this video and complain about it, because we need the Crytek team to fix the CryEngine so it recognizes the DDS files again, who get exported from Blender, or who are exported from Blender. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope this helps, and yeah, bye.